Learn English through story. The Artist and the King. In a distant kingdom known for its vast deserts and majestic oases, there reigned a king named Zephyr. He was a ruler of immense power, with armies at his command and riches beyond measure. However, King Zephyr had one desire that his wealth could not satisfy. He longed to leave a legacy that would outlive him, a creation so magnificent that it would be remembered for centuries. One day, as King Zephyr wandered through his palace, he came across a young artist named Darik. Darik was known throughout the kingdom for his extraordinary talent in painting, creating images that seemed to come alive on the canvas. The king, impressed by Darik's work, summoned him to the royal court. "Darik," the king said, "I have seen your paintings, and they are like nothing I have ever witnessed. I want you to create a masterpiece that will immortalize my reign. It must be a painting so grand and perfect that it will be remembered for generations. Spare no expense, and take as much time as you need. You will be richly rewarded." Darik, though flattered by the king's praise, was a humble man. He knew that true art came from the heart and could not be rushed or forced by wealth or power. Nonetheless, he agreed to the king's request and set about the task. The king provided Darik with a grand studio, the finest brushes, and the rarest pigments from across the world. For months, Darik worked tirelessly, creating sketches, mixing colors, and envisioning the masterpiece that the king desired. Yet, no matter how hard he tried, he could not find the inspiration to create something that truly satisfied him. The pressure to meet the king's expectations weighed heavily on his mind. One day, while taking a break from his work, Darik decided to visit the outskirts of the kingdom. Seeking inspiration, he traveled to a small village nestled at the edge of the desert, where he encountered an elderly woman named Salma. Salma was known for her wisdom and her ability to find beauty in the simplest of things. She lived in a modest home filled with handmade crafts, pottery, and simple paintings that reflected the natural world around her. Darik was struck by the warmth and serenity of Salma's home. He noticed a small painting on her wall, a scene of the village at sunset, bathed in golden light. It was a simple work of art, yet it radiated a sense of peace and contentment that Darik had not found in any of his own grand designs. "Who painted this?" Darik asked, admiring the painting. Salma smiled. "I did," she replied. "It's nothing special, just a moment that I wanted to capture. To me, it represents the beauty of everyday life, the quiet moments that we often overlook." Darik was moved by her words. He realized that in his pursuit of creating a masterpiece, he had lost sight of the true essence of art. It was not about grandeur or perfection but about capturing the emotions and experiences that make life meaningful. Inspired by Salma's perspective, Darik returned to the palace with a renewed sense of purpose. He decided to create a painting that reflected the true spirit of the kingdom, not just its wealth and power, but the everyday lives of its people, the landscapes that shaped their existence, and the simple joys that brought them happiness. He painted scenes of farmers working in the fields, children playing by the river, and merchants haggling in the bustling markets. He captured the colors of the desert at dawn, the tranquility of the oases, and the resilience of the people who thrived in such a harsh environment. His brushstrokes were filled with emotion, and the painting began to take on a life of its own. When the painting was finally completed, Darik presented it to King Zephyr. The king, expecting a grand and imposing image of his reign, was initially taken aback by the simplicity of the scenes. But as he looked closer, he saw the depth of the painting and the way it captured the essence of the kingdom and its people. He saw the pride in the farmers' faces, the joy of the children, and the vibrant life of the markets. He saw the beauty of the land that he ruled and the spirit of the people who lived under his reign. For a long time, King Zafar stood in silence, absorbing the painting's message. Finally, he spoke. Tariq, this is not the masterpiece I expected. It is something far greater. You have captured the heart of my kingdom, the true legacy that I will leave behind. This painting does not glorify me, but it glorifies the life that exists because of this kingdom. It is timeless. Tariq bowed, feeling a sense of fulfillment that no amount of gold could provide. Your Majesty, true art does not seek to glorify one man nor one moment. It seeks to capture the truth of life, the things that connect us all. This painting is not just my work, it is a reflection of the people and the land that inspire us. King Zafar understood then that the legacy he sought was not in monuments or grand declarations of his power, but in the everyday lives of his people. He ordered the painting to be hung in the great hall of the palace, where it became a source of inspiration for all who saw it. Visitors from distant lands would come to admire the painting, not for its grandeur, but for its honest portrayal of life in the kingdom of Amandara. Over the years, the kingdom flourished, not because of the king's wealth or military might, but because of the sense of community and shared purpose that the painting inspired. The people saw themselves in the artwork, and it reminded them of the importance of their contributions, no matter how small. As for Tariq, he continued to paint, but he never again sought to create a masterpiece. Instead, he focused on capturing the moments of life that mattered most: the quiet, the humble, and the beautiful. He became known not just as a great artist, but as a storyteller who used his brush to speak the truths that words could not express. And so, the story of the artist and the king teaches us that the most enduring legacies are not those built on power or wealth, but those that capture the true essence of life. In our pursuit of greatness, we must not lose sight of the simple, everyday moments that define who we are and connect us to one another. For it is in these moments that the true masterpieces of life are created. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.